Why, hello there. Welcome back to another edition of Speed Metal Pickups. So today we got a lot of CGC slabs and one idiot dummy at CGC. We're going to take a look into it. So usually my batting average when sending these in is about 10, somewhere around 10, 8 to 12, whatever. It is what it is. You know, I do press a lot of books and I send in some stuff, but I take out almost anything that, you know, has spine ticks or whatever. So that's just the normal batting average. I leave them in a cold press for, you know, sometimes a week, sometimes multiple weeks. So, yeah, there's always going to be issues and you're going to miss something like fingerprints or whatever here and there. Can be hard to see. So it is what it is. But this last one really got my goat. So it happened twice actually. So I send them in batches of 50 because they have this new bulk cheaper thing. So the rejects are cheaper and the grading is cheaper. So I sent in 50 books. So 2 packages of 25. One of the 25, I don't know why they do this, goes to one guy. One of the 25 goes to another guy. I've had before, they arrive together, one gets graded, a month later, the other 25 is still not even moving. So, so in this one of these packages went off, got 19 out of 25, my highest batting average yet. And the 6 that didn't hit, he had greater notes for why they didn't. Wild. That guy needs a raise, and he's a good human being. Works hard at his job and cares about what he does. The other, 23 rejected, 2 hit, no greater notes. Same books, pressed the same way. Some of them even had the same exact book in them. Nothing. 2, and he even wrote 23 reject on the thing, like a big fuck you to me. That's how it felt anyways. And then another one of them was kind of the same. 2 out of 25, and then I think 15 out of 25. That one actually had a pretty big book in it that they upcharged me for. Secret Wars 8 Canadian price variant 9.8. So, you know, it's always going to happen. And like you guys have seen, I've had books literally not hit 9.8, and I just fucking sent them in again, and they hit a 9.8. So there's going to be a lot of that, but 23 rejects, that is just ridiculous. You're bad at your job and you are kind of a dick. I don't even know. I kind of want to do a video going through and looking at this type of stuff. There's no grader notes though. So I just got to go through all those books and just like look at them, and it's just so annoying. Like, I know what I'm doing. How could one get 19 out of 25 and the other gets 2? Maybe like 5 or 6, sure. 2? Anyways, I'm done ranting about that. So I did get about, it was almost like 50 books back in these 3 submissions. It would have been 75 or whatever. So I am shooting this before tariffs, or the $800 de minimis change, not tariffs. So yeah, hopefully I'm going to get these up on eBay pretty damn quick. So let me know if you want any of these before they hit the bay. Like I said, usually do 15% less off of there. Depends on the book. And I don't really know how shipping's going to be going. But anyways, I'm done babbling. Let's get into these slabs. Okay, we're going to get the 2 that hit the 9.8 out of the way from that one idiot dumbass. So G.I. Joe number 8. Herb trimp cover. Nothing real special, it's just early G.I. Joes. I love G.I. Joe, so pretty much grade anything. And then we got a pretty cool black Dazzler cover. I think these are pretty hard to get because they're all black. So Dazzler 21. Live action cover. Okay, now we're into I believe this was the one where the 15 hit, I believe. So I believe, okay, we got Amazing Spider-Man 303. Pretty wicked Sandman cover, McFarlane. So here's the big boy. We'll just get this out of the way. Marvel Superheroes Secret Wars 8 Canadian price variant. Pretty damn rare. Might be the only one on eBay when that goes up. This is one of the coolest, most underrated covers Amazing Spider-Man 230. Wicked. Just wicked. All right, now we got not the first, well, I guess it's the first comic book appearance of Rocket Raccoon. So Hulk 271 and 9.8. I had another one, but of course that didn't hit because it was with the dickhead grader. Okay, there actually is a good amount of Canadian price variance in here. This was definitely rejected, I think maybe once, maybe twice. Or maybe it was a different one of this, but I have had this before. Not a 9.8 though. Canadian price variant. Such a cool cover. Amazing Spider-Man 116. Yeah, Canadian price variant. I don't know why they got to put Canadian price variant and 95-cent cover price, but whatever you guys want to do. Here we got a classic Hawkeye cover. Avengers 223. Taskmaster appearance. Okay, and we got Marvel Tales 236, classic McFarlane cover. I did recently sell one of these, so they're probably going up. Up on the wall, I mean. And then we got a pretty cool Doc Ock versus Spider-Man McFarlane cover. Spider-Ham backup story. Neat. And then we got first appearance of Hush. Once again, I think I've had this 2 or 3 times. Batman 609. This one I've wanted for a while. This one's really cool. As far as I know, it might be the only McFarlane Conan cover. Yeah. Scott Williams and Todd McFarlane cover. Conan the Barbarian 241. All right, now we're into some Canadian price variants. So these are just on the verge of grading, but I did grade them because they're high-grade Canadian price variants. So Daredevil 200, Canadian price variant, knocked out Bullseye. Probably should have killed him, if you know what comes. And here we got another wicked cover. David Mazzucchelli, cover and art, Canadian price variant, Daredevil 214. I wonder if it's the same artist on this one. Oh no, this one's a John Byrne cover, actually. That's pretty cool. All right, now we got one of my favorite characters no one ever talks about, Nuke. I got him over there, action figure form. First appearance of Nuke. Wicked cover, too. Give me a red. Eats a red pill and just goes kills people. Okay, and Captain America 272. It's like Catman. Captain America just got beat up and he's being eaten by rats. So this one is a pretty cool book to have, and I love the cover. Marvel feature number 4. So this is like the first like Red Sonja. And that's not like it's like her first. I don't know. I think there's like some first cover, like her first own kind of solo story. They didn't put anything on it, of course. And then we got Punisher War Journal number 1. I already have one of these up, but now I got 2. Neat. Pretty friggin' neat. All right, so this is the one that had the 19 that hit. So we got Amazing Spider-Man Annual 21. So there's a variant of this that's cooler, the newsstand variant, where it's all his villains and he's in his costume. That one I had, it wasn't quite a 9.8, sad, but is what it is. So we got Amazing Spider-Man 193 newsstand, Human Fly appearance. I actually have another one of these ready to go for whatever reason. Well, not in a 9.8, but I think it's going to hit a 9.8. Now we got Spider-Man 304. Just a cool McFarlane cover. You want to see Spider-Man's back? No face? Boy, do we have something for you. And then here we just have another Todd McFarlane classic cover in Mysterio's helmet. So here we got kind of a cool 2-parter. We got Predator 2, number 1, from the movie Predator 2. And then we have Predator 2, number 2, from the movie Predator 2. So these are really cool, and they're going up with my other RoboCops. I almost didn't want to. I had RoboCop versus Terminator. I didn't want to sell it the other day, but I did. But anyways, here's RoboCop 2. This is actually a Jim Lee cover. Pretty sweet. RoboCop 2 in a 9.8. And we have RoboCop 1 in a 9.8. Pretty friggin' neat. All right, now we got a bunch of Aliens books. So Aliens 4. Just a bunch of wicked covers. Mark A. Nelson. Then we have Aliens version 2, number 1. This is a classic. Now we have Aliens version 2, number 4. Another classic. The backs of these are really cool, actually. If you can see that. Hopefully there's not too much glare. Yeah, this one has a pretty cool back to it. I think. Are those supposed to go together to make like a picture on the back? Oh yeah, I think so. I'm not actually sure. But I think 1 to 4 might make a collage. You learn something new every day in comics, don't you? And then I have Predator Cold War number 3 to go with my other Predator Cold War. Not all of them are worth grading, but I don't know, for whatever reason, some of them were higher. So I had Gumby's winter special too, but it turned out to have a fingerprint that I didn't notice. No, it's not my fingerprint. Yeah. Gumby, winter or summer fun. And we got like a bunch of like books. I just graded these because there was no 9.8s and I had them. Woody Woodpecker, first grade issue. Woody Woodpecker and Friends. Now we got Welcome to Toontown. Roger Rabbit's Toontown. Neat. Now we got 2 Tom and Jerry books. So I got Tom and Jerry number 1 from Harvey. And then Tom and Jerry and Friends number 1, also from Harvey. And then we got The Little Mermaid number 1 to round it all off. So you can see, pretty cool little collection of stuff. I'm just trying to grade stuff that like none of that stuff you don't really. There's probably a lot of that stuff that's just not on eBay if you wanted it. So kind of fun to grade that type of stuff, especially the old Predator and the RoboCop stuff. So anyways, those will be going up pretty soon after this video, I would imagine. So if you want any of this stuff, hit me up first before it hits. And you can probably get a better deal. Anyways, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate all the support over the years. And hopefully our countries can learn to get along once again. See you later.